crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here, and today I would like to show you a really cool product called the Bow Builder Punch. It's by Stampin' Up, and it's in our annual catalog. I'll go ahead and show you the page 207. It's called a Bow Builder. Okay, well, I'm having an online Stampin' Up party, and every day I feature a new product. So today I'm showing the people in the party this Bow Builder, and I thought, why not just put it on YouTube and show the world in case you're wondering, how does it work? Okay, it's very simple. And all our punches are stainless steel, really hardy. Okay, so really simple. I'm using this paper called Picket Pattern Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up. Really cute paper. Okay, and I chose that paper because I made these bows already, you know, using that paper with the little flowers, and I just thought, so cute, colors are cute. I'm gonna go ahead and use another piece for a sample. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to punch at least 2 pieces like this. This is your outside of your flower. You need at least 1 piece like this. I'm gonna go ahead and punch 2 pieces like this. Okay, that's my outside. Now I have an extra one, and that's okay. Now you need to make 2 of the big piece. This is the outside of your bow. Okay, 1, 2. Don't worry about all your little extra scraps. And while you have your paper, go ahead and get rid of all your scraps. Now you're ready, you know, to get rid of that piece of paper. So use up all your scraps. Okay, so putting that little bow back together. So here we are. And then you decide, you know, what you want to be the outside and what you want to be the inside. On the outside of that paper were mushrooms. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make this the outside. I'm not using the mushroom side of this paper at all. I'm just using the outside to make the bows, and then I'll use the black again. Okay, right here. I'm going to use this for my outside. So here we are. Now you could use glue dots, okay? But I really don't think that glue dots stick in the long run. You know, my bows tend to fall apart when I use glue dots. So instead, I'm just going to show you, I'm just putting a dab of glue. Boy, do I use glue or what? There we go. I'm putting a dab of glue on my bow. I'm going to fold the bow, and I'm going to go ahead and put a clip. Always have a bunch of clips ready when you're crafting. They will hold your glue together. You know, they'll hold things together while they're drying. Now, tacky glue tends to dry pretty quick anyway, so just wipe off the extra glue, and there's half my bow, and it's drying. I also recommend, you know, to really give this bow a good curve, you can use a bone folder. Like what I'm doing with my hand here, to give it a good curve, you could just do with a bone folder. But I'm trying to show this to an audience that doesn't have a lot of tools. They don't have all the things I have. So I'm just showing you how you can use the bow and some paper, and you're good to go. Okay, I glued the other side. Okay, put a pin there. Okay, so now get rid of the glue dots. All right. So, like I said, I'm not going to use this side right now. I'll use it for something else. But that's the other side of that. Okay. So what I'm going for, I'll just lift this up. I need the bow to stay together. Okay. So you need to make sure, you know, your band touches both parts of the bow. So this is your band. I'm using a black band. And these should already be dry. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on my band. All along the band. I'm putting kind of a lot of glue on it because I really want this to hold my bow together. All right, pin comes off. I need to get into camera view here. So, when you put a lot of extra glue on something, it kind of oozes out the side, but that's okay. Okay, so there we go. I just put it around both sides and I'm touching it, so. There we go. I'm touching it to both sides. Actually, I would probably add another band to that. You know, just to make the band a little wider. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I kind of like a wider band when you have such a big bow with that color. So here we go. And it'll really hold it together. These are great for packages, gifts. Oh, how fun. I'm actually liking that. You guys watch my little creative mind go. Sometimes it's nice to just, I haven't ever added 3 bands. I've always added 2, but I think this one calls for 3 bands. Because sometimes when you use tacky glue and things stick where they are at, it's cool, but then you can't move them, and then you're like, oh, well, that's okay. I'll just add an extra band. I think that looks pretty darn cool. All right, so there we go. That is the top of the bow. And then I'm using a piece of crushed curry coordinating color here. And I'm just move these pieces out of it. You just take your 2 extra pieces, put them onto, or put those together. You take your bow, and remember that's the top, the bottom's like that. Now I'm gonna take, you could either take another glue dot. I actually brought big glue dots for this. This time you could use a glue dot, a real big one, but I don't think I'm even doing that. I'm gonna use glue again. Just go ahead and put glue on there. Glue just works better for me. It's really a personal preference of what you have in your stash. I'm putting a big old blob of glue there, and I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm sticking it right on the bow pieces. Okay. Now, when you have something drying on a piece of crushed curry, and you know, maybe you want to use this piece of crushed curry for a card, always go like that and that. See, there's a little blob of glue. Move things when they're drying so they don't stick to your paper. Or, you know, it's good to use a placemat. Something you don't worry about. But I tend to not use really cheap paper when things are drying because everything sticks to it and it just peels right off and rips the paper. So I like using good paper. So there we are. So that's the bow. So here we have our 3 finished products, all made from Pick a Pattern Designer Series paper. Okay, so let me move that. And what I did for this one is when I was cutting out the pattern, when I was using the punch, okay, to cut out the flower pattern, I just went ahead and like, oh, look, I'll put these little pattern that's similar next to each other. So when I cut it out, I cut out a similar pattern. So that's what I did there. That's how I got the 2 sides to match. I just went around the paper with my punch looking for a similar pattern, and I punched out 2 similar patterns. Then the 2 parts of my bow matched, and then I didn't do this for the top one. All right, so I'll be putting these on a little gift box, little package, because they are 3D. I don't tend to put them on cards because they are 3D, and then you'd have a hard time mailing the card. So I'll put these on little gift boxes, goodie bags, and things. Now, if you are going to put them on a card, you could just flatten down the bow, push it down, it's flat, and that'll be fine for mailing without extra postage. Well, thank you for watching. And if you're interested in purchasing the Bow Builder Punch or any other products from my Stampin' Up! Catalog, please visit my store at paperchef.stampinup.net, and the link will be below this video. Thank you.